Hello, sixth grade accelerated parents. I'm so happy to be speaking with you today, and I thank you for your time that you're giving me this evening. I'm sad that we're not meeting in person, but hopefully one day soon we can do that. Quickly about myself, I've been teaching in the area. This will be my 5th year. I come from Lake Washington School District, where I taught at a choice school called Stella Scola, and I'm very, very happy to be here at Islander Middle School and excited to continue through this very unique year. I have a 10-minute limit, so I'm going to continue on quite quickly here. So first, I'd like to let you know what my classroom setup looks like virtually. So we have two types of learning. We have our asynchronous and our synchronous learning. So asynchronous, our learning is going to be video lessons that I'm posting 2 video lessons every week that students should be watching on their own time, and all of them require them to take notes on those videos, and I guide those notes in the videos so they know what to take notes on. The synchronous learnings will be our live Zoom classes where we get to see each other and interact live. And this is when we're going to be practicing those skills taught in the videos. So it's really important that students watch the associated video and take notes before they come to class so that we can be as productive as we can during those Zoom sessions. Along with that, our Monday meetings, so those 25 short minutes, will be our Monday check for understanding assignments, and that is a graded assignment. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday, whenever I see your child, that is going to be skills practice. So we'll be in breakout rooms, we'll be working as a whole class, we'll be demonstrating with each other and practicing to iron out those skills so that when we come to those Monday checks, kids feel solid, and when we come to those tests, kids feel good and remember and are able to retain everything from the unit. So my schedule, Mondays will be Zoom for 25 minutes, and then I'm either going to see your child every Tuesday and Thursday or every Wednesday and Friday for 55 minutes. Videos will be posted after Wednesday and Friday classes because I don't want students to be working too far ahead. I want them to be focused on one lesson at a time. And for the same reason, homework skills practice will be assigned and posted Wednesdays and Friday after our classes. Monday, check for understanding quiz will be every Monday, and that is graded. And then tests will be at the end of each unit, and I will make sure to give a week's notice before I give a test. All right, so we have adopted a new curriculum here on Mercer Island, and it is called EdGems. So it lays out very nicely what your student is going to be looking at for the whole entire year. So if you go to your student's page, it'll look like this on their page where it goes through each unit. So we're starting with ratios and rates, and then we'll be working through each column here of units. Granted that it is a unique year, we're going to try to get through as much as we possibly can, and we're working as a math team to figure out the best way to do that. All right, grading. So grading is, I do still use the traditional grading system. I'm transitioning into a standard-based grading. I've never used that before, so this is my first time trying to adopt that idea. So I'm transitioning in a way where you'll still see a percent and a letter grade on student's report card or on Skyward, but the way that I'm grading is associated to standard-based, where 80% is assessments. So that could be projects or tests, and then 20% are assignments. And the 2 assignments that will be graded, so the daily homework will not be graded. That is to practice skills and build up proficiency. What will be graded is our Monday check for understanding, that I'm going to be calling MCUs. And those will be 4 questions typically, and they'll be checking for understanding on the 2 lessons that were taught the week prior. And then our MREs are our mathematical reasoning understanding. The main difference between our MCUs and our MREs is the Monday checks for understanding they must use the skills that were taught that week prior, where an MRE, students can dive into their big vault of math skills and use any skill that they want to solve a math problem. And then although it weighs for 0% in their grade, an engagement score will be posted every Friday so that you know how your student is doing and how they're engaging in these online Zoom meetings as well as completing work. Materials I'm asking my students to have for my class is a math notebook for notes, scratch paper, so this could be anything from old printer paper or maybe just a scratch notebook, or Notability if they have that app. Colored pencils, pens, or fine tip markers. You don't need all three of those, you just need one out of those three. A ruler. A printer is not required, so if you don't have a printer, please don't run out and get one. When it comes to requiring printing, I'm happy to do it at school and then arrange a time for you to come to the school to pick up those printers or printed copies. And then iPad apps, I'm asking every student on their iPad to have Schoology downloaded, Notability, Google Jamboard, and ClassKick. And communication. So there's various ways I'm going to be communicating with you and your child. Schoology is the #1 place that I'll be communicating with your child, but I believe that you can also link in there and see what's going on. That's where lessons will be posted, video lessons, assignments, updates, our calendar schedule, and then the one-on-one messaging on the Schoology app. Email, I prefer just to email with parents, just students to communicate on Schoology and parents to email me on my Carrie.Peterson at MercerIslandSchools.org email. I obviously have Zoom meetings with students 3 times a week, but I'm more than happy to have those meetings with parents as well. Just email me a time that works for you, and I'm more than happy to set up a Zoom meeting. Skyward is where you will see the student's official grade. And then those week at a glance, those WAG documents will be posted every Friday afternoon for the week coming ahead. And student expectations. I expect them to be prepared, check on Schoology calendar and Schoology updates, and get into the habit of that. The Schoology updates, I've noticed that some students are not as used to looking at. So that's on the left-hand column of Schoology. They should see a little updates tab here, and if there's any updates, they'll see it number. Okay. And that's if there's something last minute that I need to update them on or a change that I made. I'll give an update. I'm expecting students to read the week at a glance, take organized notes on the videos, complete the homework assignments, and check the answers. So they're not graded, but that practice is what's going to help them succeed on the assessments, which do weigh heavily on their grades. And then ask questions via Schoology, email, during class, and or office hours. Questions are huge, and I know that's a shift in thinking for a lot of kids, but questions does show growth and effort, but it's also the kids who are the most engaged who do ask questions. So I love questions. That helps me engage where students are at, but also if they have any, that's the only way to get them answered. I do request that they ask me those questions for those reasons. I want to know when questions are coming up so that I can adjust my teaching. So I love that you're there to support your child, but if they have a question, direct them to me. That's my job, to answer those questions, and it does let me know that there were questions and there were things that I should address in our next lesson. And then complete all exit tickets and quick checks by the deadlines, which will mostly be done in class. So that's not something that you're going to have to worry about asynchronously. So thank you so much again for watching this. I really appreciate it. Please feel free, after watching this or any time throughout the year, contact me. Communication is key, especially when we're working so remotely. Thank you again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm excited to be at IMS. Bye.